Hello, Cecil County and the world. It's May the 15th, and I'm Rob Churnside. This is Cecil TV. I had intended to tell you more about our travels in Southeast Asia, but Southeast Asia will have to wait because Cecil County's got it going on tonight with our friends from the meeting ground, Sara Weimer and Tony House. Welcome to Cecil TV.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, Sara, we were talking earlier about the mission of Meeting Ground. It's an amalgamation of a lot of different good services for the homeless, but what is exactly your mission?
Our exact mission is to serve people at risk of and experiencing homelessness, nurture them by basic needs spiritually, advocate for the voiceless, with ultimately giving everybody a path to call home is our tagline.
Right, and you have several different facilities, but I guess you base your services on data, right? And you had what did you call it, a point in time survey?
Housing and Urban Development of the United States, for the federal, the ones that give us the money, mandate every year we have to do a count. So the count was in January this year. The point in time count identified 135 individuals in Cecil County that are homeless, and 27 of them were veterans.
Wow. And that's out of about 100,000 people in the county.
That's too many.
Yeah, it's too many. And there's probably folks who didn't identify, correct?
Definitely. Okay. They move, they hide deep in the woods. Right. They don't want to be found.
Right.
They want to be left alone.
Right. I've been in the woods and seen some of the places where folks stay. And I'm glad to have a roof over my head. I know that's the ultimate goal, I guess.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah.
And you have the women's shelter, the Cecil County Men's Shelter. Tony, you are the fellow that's spinning that, right?
Correct. I'm the current director. I started with Meeting Ground in November of 2022. And currently we have 15 beds available for individuals that qualify for the program. We have 9 beds for non-veterans, and we have a contract with the VA and 6 beds set aside for veterans.
Awesome. And you don't just give these fellows a place to stay, you also try and hook them up with the services they need, correct?
Absolutely. We do case manage with them. We develop ISP, individual service plan, so we can identify the goals that they're working towards and assist them in that process. Primary goal is to help them get independent housing. And with that, some of the supportive services that a lot of them need are either employment or managing the disability money, working on mental health, substance abuse, or medical issues, and developing some of their own goals.
Right, and similarly, Sara, I guess the Wayfarer House, correct? The women's shelter? You do the same kind of thing?
Same type of thing. It's for women and children, so the dynamics are a little bit different. When you have children involved, you have school issues and daycare issues when it comes to employment.
Right.
I think one of the things we forget, and we want to wave a magic wand and say that we can end homelessness. And it's unfortunate, but it's really just one person at a time.
Right.
So we have to take each person individually, what's their plan, what services do they need, and it just takes time and a lot of resources.
Sure, and I guess some folks stay in your facilities. The women's shelter has space for 12.
12, correct.
So there's a lot of folks, out of 135, there's a lot of folks that aren't living in either of these facilities, and they're staying in the woods, as you said, or
yes,
in their car, or
in a tent.
So you have something for them?
We have the Mary Randall Center, which is drop-in day center in Elkton. They can come there and have breakfast and lunch Monday through Thursday. They can get connected to services that they need. We have showers, washer and dryer, lockers to keep their items. Some of them don't have IDs, so it's a good place to start. They can get their ID, right. They can start connecting to Social Security. Same thing, they can still look for a job. We have several people, and it's awful to see, but we have people that work full-time that don't have homes or don't have a place to live.
Right.
So they got to come in and use as many of the facilities and take care of their phone calls and things like that.
Well, you have a great range of services, and there's always more needed. And I know, because I hear, years ago I heard anyway, that many people anywhere, are 2 paychecks away from being homeless.
I would say with today's economy and the cost of goods going up, that may be as low as 1.
Wow.
The other issue is that as a society, let's say, people have no one left. Like, I would say maybe I'm 1 or 2 paychecks away, but probably 20 people would have to die. Like, I have a support network. Most of our people, if they're dealing with mental health issues, they're dealing with substance abuse issues, they've burned every bridge they have. They don't have that safety network. And that's where we come in to try to fill that gap and help them rebuild that network so they have that going
Right,
forward.
and you connect them to governmental and other entities,
Correct.
such as the Health Department for Substance Abuse or Voices of Hope,
Yep.
maybe.
Lots of
or-
different partners for treatment, depending on what they want and how they want to do it.
And vocational rehabilitation for jobs and things.
Yes.
That's excellent. Now, Tony, you were saying that you're having a fundraiser? Or is that, who was,
Yes.
who was
Either
talking
one.
about?
I'll let you take that.
Okay.
Sarah. So
I know.
yes,
okay.
that's fine.
Sunday, 21st of May, this Sunday coming up at the VFW in Elkton, we're having a breakfast fundraiser. Thank you to Mr. Charlie McCoy for helping us set that up at the VFW. It is going from 8 to 11 a.m. and it's $15 for all kinds of breakfast goodies.
And you know, you're supposed to eat breakfast like a king or a queen.
That's
so
right.
I'm sure a lot of people will be coming out. That's this Sunday to the Elkton VFW on Main Street
Yes,
for $15. What time?
8 to 11 a.m.
8 to 11. If I was in town, I'd be there
We'd
because
welcome
I
it.
love breakfast.
We'd love to see you.
And if folks want to contribute, I think we covered just about everything. If folks want to, if they're in their car and they need services and they have a cell phone, which is not, and they have a job, as you said,
Correct.
they can call 410-620-3128.
Correct. Visit us online on our website or Facebook.
And that's how people can volunteer. Do you have volunteers working
We
for
have
you?
lots of volunteer opportunities. People don't understand that they have a special skill they can teach. They can serve food. We're always looking for handy people to fix stuff, or contractors, electricians, plumbers, just people that we can trust.
Right. Well, again, I'm going to speak to Cecil County and the world. Thank you both for coming
Thank you.
on.
Thank you for having us.
This Sunday, be there at the Elkton VFW, 8 to 11, for a $15 AUCE or AYCE. That means all you can eat
Yep.
breakfast that will help the meeting ground.
Yes.
So,
Thank you both.
thank you very
you.
much.